If you come to my website and sign up for my newsletter, you get this pop-up with recommendations of other newsletters. And this is one of the newest ways to start monetizing your email newsletter. Basically, you're able to choose who shows up in this pop-up. You can pick either newsletters that you promote for free, or you can also choose to get paid for recommendation. So you get paid for recommending other newsletters. That sounds pretty cool, right? This is all possible when you sign up with a tool called SparkLoop and then connect it to your email marketing tool. For example, ConvertKit and many other have native integrations to SparkLoop. With paid recommendations, you can earn anywhere between $1 to $7 for every person who joins the other newsletter. Now, keep in mind there might be some criteria before you get paid, like the subscriber needs to be from specific country and that they need to open the first 3 emails. But in any case, this is totally new type of revenue source. Oh, and by the way, quick heads up, my name is Robert and I help creators with tech. And in this video, I'm going to explain 6 proven ways to monetize your email list as a creator. So the second way to monetize your email newsletter is probably the easiest to start with. However, some newsletters make 6-figure revenue with this tactic. Let me show you an example of how to do it. So here I have one of my emails about web hosting and the reasons I let GoDaddy years ago. Then I provide a few recommendations that I actually use myself, so other web hosts. But you see these links? They are actually affiliate links. So if someone uses my link and buys one of these web host services, I will get a commission at no extra cost to the subscriber. Now, I recommend that you actually use or trust the affiliate you're recommending. If the brand you promote is bad, it will just reflect badly on you because you recommended it. So make sure that it's good. Also, be careful with this because just sending an email with your affiliate links might get you banned by the email marketing platform. Some are really strict about this because they don't want spammers to use their websites, right? So, but if you do it in a natural and not spammy way, you will be able to start making money by just talking about products you're already using. Just don't, fill the whole email with just links. Just a 1 or 2 here and there, you should be fine. By the way, stay till the end of this video as the last monetization way is something you could set up today really easily and get paid almost immediately. The third way to monetize your newsletter is probably the most lucrative way, but it requires upfront work. Let me show you an example. Here's Jay's email from Creator Science Newsletter. You can see that he starts with a common problem that creators have, but then he makes a nice transition to how he creates content for his newsletter, social media and podcasts. So he introduces a problem with which he used to struggle and then he explains the solutions he came up with. Can you guess what he will do next? Yes, he's going to introduce his digital product, which is in this case Notion template. If you don't know what Notion is, it's a productivity and note-taking app where you can take notes, make to-do lists, and so on. From what I can see, it's pretty feature-rich template, and he has worked on this for 3 years, and now he's selling it for $300. Selling your own products is the third way to monetize your newsletter. All the biggest creators use some form of product, and it is usually a big part of their revenue. That said, if you have a small newsletter, don't be discouraged. You can still start making money with products even if you have a few hundred subscribers. For example, I recently launched a course on my second channel and I have about 300 newsletter subscribers. And I made about $300 during the first week of launch. And I know it's not as impressive as other YouTubers make it seem that, anytime you launch anything, it's tens of thousands. I want to keep it real, and for me, it's a start and the first step to improve my course. If I don't get any feedback, I won't know what to improve even. And if you need more inspiration on how to monetize your newsletter, then grab my deep dive into 10 creators and ways they found to make money. It's the first link in the video description. You can just grab it there. It's like a summary. Okay, if you don't have anything to sell but you have a lot of subscribers, or maybe you are a small newsletter in a very niche industry, then you can try the fourth way to monetize. This is a big part of a revenue model for famous newsletters and small newsletters alike. Let me show you an example from Morning Brew. If you start scrolling through the newsletter, it's business as usual. You get some market data, an article about Amazon Prime, and then another one about investing, and some headlines related to finance. I don't know what this is about, but hey, did you notice the second article? What was different about it? Let me scroll back. presented by It's Skinny. So this is a sponsored section, but it's so well integrated that it was really hard to distinguish from other parts of the newsletter, right? Okay, I get it. Morning Brew is huge, right? But here's an example from Tom's CRO weekly newsletter. If I scroll down, you can see that there is a sponsor section here, and above it is a link to a sponsored article. And keep in mind, this newsletter has only a bit more than 1,000 subscribers, but it's in a very specific niche. So companies are willing to sponsor smaller creators as well. Because all of the sponsors here are a B2B companies, so even if they make one sale from sponsoring this newsletter, they're gonna have 10x their return on investment. So keep in mind, if you're in a very specific niche, don't be discouraged. Now, getting sponsors is a little bit harder when you're a small newsletter, and you can try services like passionfruit.me, which basically connects advertisers with creators, or you can reach out to your potential sponsors and pitch your newsletter. So if you want to learn more about how to pitch yourself to companies, then check out this video here. You can just click on the banner and it'll take you to another video. The next monetization way has become increasingly popular. However, it does require providing a lot of value that people are willing to pay for. For example, here's Ben's Bites, a newsletter about AI tools and the latest news in this space. But he also has Ben's Bites Pro, which features more detailed interviews and explorations of how businesses are using AI. But it is still a newsletter. Basically, you set up a paid newsletter so people have to pay to read your premium content. You can make the whole newsletter paid or just parts of it. And you might be thinking, who pays for this kind of stuff? But this is huge business. For example, here's a leaderboard for the business category in Substack. You can see rough estimations of what these creators are making with their paid newsletters. For example, here we have Bartek. He has thousands of paid subscribers, $49 per month. And what's really encouraging is that he has only a bit more than 5,000 subscribers. So that's just insane that he's able to convert so many free newsletter subscribers to paid ones. So maybe we need to study this guy. If you're wondering how to promote your paid newsletter, I suggest you study how other creators are doing it. For example, this is Michael from Blockbuster Blueprint, and I love how he details what free subscribers get and what paid subscribers get. It's basically a table of contents. This means every time he sends an email, I'm reminded of what I'm missing out if I'm not if I'm just a free subscriber. He probably doesn't do this with every email, but I thought this is a really cool way of doing it. Now, the last way to monetize is so simple, and you could set it up today and get paid tomorrow. But I think a lot of people overlook its power. So check this out. This is my email, and every email I send has a few links at the bottom that explain how to work with me. One of the links is one-to-one call. So if you click on this link, you'll go to a page and you can book a time with me. Not only can people book a time in my calendar, I'm also able to charge for the consultation right in the tool. So that's the sixth way to monetize your newsletter, by offering one-to-one consultations. This means people simply pick a time, then pay for the consultation, and then I've included a few questions there as well, just so I understand their problem better. And then one day before the meeting, an automatic reminder gets sent out to them. And all of this is done automatically, so I don't need to worry about anything. I just need to show up and provide value in the call. Now, I get it, this is not really scalable, but it's a great way to make extra money while learning about your audience's problems. So if you want to know how to set up an appointment calendar like I just showed you, then watch this video right here where I'll show you my favorite tool and how to set up your one-to-one booking system to make extra revenue through consultations.